And we're action. For completeness, look at that pooch. I give him food in the morning, don't tell the wife. The irony being, of course, that she watches everything. So that's quite a joke. So anybody, all the haters out there, because when I'm famous I'm going to have lots of haters. To all you haters out there, just to be clear, my wife, whatever, she watches everything, that I do with a fine tooth comb, as we say in Wales. What? Want to go out? Can I get in? There you go. Yeah, exactly, that's what I thought. Okay, now. Fine tooth comb. So that's that. And no, for completeness, I wanted to say another subject that came up was recently I discovered that I discovered two incidences. Look at the size of these, madam. What would you go for? Is it length or girth, do you think? When you get the need to fly. Don't say I'd never give you anything. You do the work, you just don't care how much it hurts. So porridge in the morning, if you've got a hob, which I do at the moment, I always put the boiling water in first, then pile up the porridge so it just crests over the water, and then you mix it up and you've got the right amount. I did too much of a mound this morning, so I'm having to compensate with putting more water in, as they say in America, water. You know, the Americans, I will get back to the original point, the Americans exaggerate their accent, but I think the French did it as well. Because when you think you're God's gift, you know, the Americans think they're God's gift, the Californians do, which is why I tend to relate more to the people in the South who haven't done all this affected accent, which basically says if you go to a party and there's somebody saying water, you know that they're cool. So you say water too. And you're cool, and then you link up, you hook up, and you sell shit to each other and all that crap. I think that's how it works. But the French did that, and they ended up very much like the New Zealanders, changing words completely. They don't say this, they say thus, or this, or I know it's boring, but just shut up. I can't think of an example. Let me pause this. I'm gonna take a gamble. We're getting on reasonably well, so I'm gonna take a gamble that is leftover and isn't. No, I don't know. She said she was making apple crumble. I'm the apple man. Is there any left? She's done them all. She's good. She processes them immediately. I'm the provider. I'm the hunter-gatherer. I can go get apples out of random waste ground, and she turns them into food. Or you can just have them with cheese. I don't know if I'm allowed to see. What I would like to do is put the apple in there, but I'm not going to because I don't want to have my... I'm making it up. I'm joking. I don't want to mess up the schedule for the apple crumble, which is going to her parents, actually. What am I doing? I'm showing you this. Radio 2.
He would be on the big screen.
See, that's my IRL. Talking, not interested. When you get the need. What was I talking about before then? Okay, it'll come to me. Oh yeah. So there's been two instances. Interesting words. Anyway. Yeah, New Zealanders and their bloody. What do they say? Fush and fish and. Hello, talking to live from Christchurch here. I'd like to know. No, that's Australia. I'm trying to think of an example where they've actually changed the word, where it's dangerous. Like, could you go and get me a hammer? And they say hima. Yeah, and you go and get them a hima, a hima, which is a utensil for, I don't know, taking skin off the backs of hooves or something. And they needed a hammer, and then they all die because you bought the wrong tool. It's just stupid. But the French as well, and they leave out words and they say hotel because it's too cool. We're too cool to say hotel. The French used to be like English. It was basically the same language because the Normans and the English and all that go in. Now they've gone all sort of, we're from Paris, we don't pronounce the S on the end of Paris or Marseille or blah, 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 because we're too cool for school, you know this. And it's just stupid. It's just, well, no, it's interesting, it's human ego. So that all boils down to water, which we spoke of when we were trying to discuss the business of people maligning you. And I've had 2 instances of that. People maligning you. I want some raisins put in there. Put raisins as a pucker. Oh, bloody curtain. People maligning you. I've actually had 2 instances. I might have had loads, but I usually just brush them off. But I think I'm not. I should address them, and say, look, I'm not like that. But what I do is I take it as a compliment. If somebody's that threatened by you that they have to make up a story, a rumour about you, if a male makes up a rumour about you, then they're threatened by you. Not necessarily talking to anybody in South Wales, but actually fucking I am, to be honest. I'm not going to mention any names because I'm not going to, I don't want to stir it all up, but I discovered that somebody had, anyway, so there's that, and the other thing, and all the other things, and these things. That's nice, isn't it? So people make up rumours about you. It does actually happen, because where I was raised, somebody who did that would be, when they were caught, they were ousted and outed and ostracised and shamed. And it was the worst sin ever, because I went to a public school. Don't tell anyone. It was all about, that was the lowest thing. People these days say, oh yeah, he did that. It's normalised. Actually, I've just realised that. Who's this bird? That might be the bird we were talking about. One. I don't know, I've got to get these straightened up there. That's a problem for me. No, that one. No, that's better. So, yeah, people who spread rumours, I think we ought to bring back the hanging, no, not the hanging, the stocks, the stocks, village stocks, old vegetables, brilliant. People who spread false rumours and false rape accusations, actually, stuff like that. Bring back the stocks, make it the most vile thing that anyone can do is to spread false rumours, because at the moment, there are no moral leaders. We weren't even allowed Jeremy Corbyn. He had to be smeared as an anti-Semite or something. And by the way, Semite comes from Samoa, no it doesn't. It comes from somewhere on the thingamabob is the place where all that bit, I can't remember. But when you say I'm a Semite, you could easily be a Christian. As easily be a Christian, an Arab, whatever there is in, I can't remember, they're mainly Muslim then, but not necessarily. And it's all just rubbish. Why do we attack each other? It's stupid. Anyway, it's purely, I'm not making any point, it's just incorrect to call somebody, to use the word Semite to refer to somebody of the Israeli or Jewish religion, because it's not necessarily true. It refers to a geographical location around Judea and not the Sinai, the other one, Canaan, that's it, Cana. They all bimbled along together, and they were all Arabs and Christians and Jews and blah, 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 and there we are, there's a little bit of history lesson thrown in with your porridge in the morning. I don't know whether this is apple or not. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Comment below. Oh yeah, comment below. Go on, comment. Yay or nay about the apple strudel, putting the apple in the porridge. Thank you very much.